Well, hello, Alice, and welcome back to the Mad Tea Party. You have come at a serendipitous time. We have some very powerful, important guests with us this evening. Returning guest, I believe this is your third time you've been here.
Yeah.
Interview, Mr. Jeff Bjarnson. Thanks for coming back. And then first time guest, we have Miss Penta. Thanks for being here.
No problem.
And y'all just put out a new album, Afterdeath.
Yeah.
Been a long time coming. Y'all been working on it a long time.
For 2 years.
Damn.
Yeah.
What happened?
It's a great album.
Hell yeah.
It is a fantastic album, and with fantastic things, it takes time because you want it to be right and you want it to be, like the exact vision that you have in your head, and that just takes time.
It took 2 years because I have a job, and then
I have a
my
kid.
spare free time was like mixing whatever time I had over 2 years.
Yeah.
If this is like my full-time thing, it'd be done in like a few months,
Yeah.
Life gets in the way, and also y'all are artists. Y'all are perfectionists, making it the product you want it to be. So
Yeah.
that's awesome.
I'm actually really happy that it took so long, honestly, because it gave me a lot of space to create like a whole different world, like build off of what we were already making. And yeah, I'm really happy. I like taking time to make art. I don't want it to be rushed because then it's just not gonna be as good.
Yeah.
So, and I also have a kid. So that's kind of gets in the way sometimes.
They slow things down.
There's also something about the delayed gratification where there was a while where I was fancy, like I want to get this done now. I was like, it just was taking so long to get to the end result.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, I need to finish this now.
That's good to resist that impulse and like really take your time with it. That's cool. How many tracks are on the album?
7. Yeah, I almost
Nice.
said 8. 7. There's 7 tracks. And
Hell
they're
yeah.
all different.
You have a favorite?
Yes. Mine's probably either Baby Doll or Happy Now, which is our most emotional songs, but they're really composed beautifully. Same with Weather, but I don't know. Baby Doll specifically has my heart a lot. It's a really important song to me.
I caught y'all set at the end, and you talked about that song a little bit before you got started on it. I think that's something I've always really liked about Jeff too, is like y'all write from the heart. It's like that's not an easy thing to do. Like art can be fun, but it also can be like super draining and difficult. So I also want to say like that's super important. I'm maybe y'all know this, maybe you don't, but what you do is really important, and you never know how much that could help people. So thank you for pouring yourself into that.
Thank you for saying thank you.
Yeah.
I really appreciate that. And I personally think that making really emotional songs like that put life back into me, because I'm very emotional. Like I have a lot that I feel towards so many different things on a day-to-day basis. And, you can't always be really loud with your emotions 24/7. It does make people uncomfortable. So being able to to make that into something so I can still share it to others and it not be completely abrasive, and I can have more of an understanding with the people listening and they can have more of an understanding with me is really, it's really special and it's really cool. I really love that song. It gave me my life back, honestly, because that whole song in that situation was really hard on me.
Happy Now or
Baby Doll. Yeah. Baby Doll was, that whole storyline in my life was really difficult. So being able to express it, and then having so many people come up to me and tell me that they relate is all I wanted to do with that song, is give people the space to feel whatever they needed to feel.
Yeah. I think a lot of the best art, or at least my favorite stuff, is where it's it comes from a unique experience, but it's also something that it's maybe people have had those feelings or those experiences and haven't talked about it. So I think a lot of people bottle things up and carry it around, and showing them that that they can do that too.
Yeah.
It's you're on stage being vulnerable, maybe they can be vulnerable with their partner or something like that.
Yeah. And that was kind of the whole point of this album. I sat with Jeff and I told him that I wanted to be able to make it as personal as possible, but I also wanted enough space for people to fill in their own life in the songs and stuff and be able to relate in their own ways. And I talk about all the time how I like think the whole reason that we're here is to feel and to experience. And with our phones and with like capitalism and with everything that is in our face 24/7, we don't have to like feel and we don't have to be uncomfortable. And being uncomfortable helps us grow. So that was like the whole point with the album, is just to give a reminder that like, hey, I know so much is going on and there's so much in your face and there's so much that you want out of your life, but the whole reason we're here is to feel. So feel your shit, you know?
Yeah.
Keep going.
Last night I was really feeling like, after I left Evan's place, we after party after the after party.
Yeah.
At like 4 a.m. I'm driving home. I'm like, I just wanted to listen to Happy Doll for some reason. I was like, I need to hear that one.
Happy Doll or Happy Now?
Happy Now. Whoa, I combined
Happy
the two.
Doll!
You
Happy
combined the two
Doll.
songs.
No. And like, first two got me because I was passing my ex's house on my way home, and every word was applying to my current situation, and like, that sure gave me the space to feel that. You know what I mean? And like, even though I've had a really sad fucking year, like, even just crying about it is a good release. And I like, a lot of people came up to me and was like, I was crying the whole set. I'm like, I'm
Same.
sorry. And they're like, no, thank you. Like, it's a release. Like, I feel better now, you know?
That's the,
I feel
yes.
happy now.
Yes. And that was, I'm just so happy. I'm so happy when people come up to me and they say that, as fucked up as that sounds. I'm so thankful that people come up to me and they're like, I got to feel. I don't, like, I find it hard to be able to relate to people in my day-to-day because I feel so much, like I said. And we are so closed off with feelings and emotions. Like, if someone is crying in front of you, like, I've noticed a lot now that more people just like kind of stand there and don't know what to do. They're like disconnected. And it's just so nice to be like in a room full of people ready to experience whatever you're putting in front of them and be open to it.
Yeah.
I think it's really cool.
What y'all are talking about is reminding me of like shadow integration, like Carl Jung, like Jungian shadow stuff. Like, these things don't go away if you don't find a productive outlet. Like, your emotions will come out when you least want them to. If it's not about like distancing your shadow, it's about like making friends with your demons and finding an outlet for them that's constructive, not
consuming.
Yeah. Like, I know, like, personally, it's like, when I was younger, is like, I would lash out at the people I care about the most. And it's because I wasn't processing my emotions in a productive way. And it's like, that's actually like a big part of why I do this, is I try to be really vulnerable with these kind of conversations too. Because like, if I don't, then it's just going to happen, and it's probably not going to like come out in a good way.
Yeah.
So I think that's super important. And also just like show other people that they can do that too.
Yeah. And it's hard. It's so hard. I like, when I first met Jeff, I was in a really bad spot. It was before I got sober. I'll be 7 years sober this year.
Congratulations. That's awesome.
I was in a really bad spot and I was not able to express myself. Like I said, I had all of these emotions, but they were coming out in like the worst ways possible. And it took me a lot of time to figure out what you're talking about. Like, because I thought that just sitting and thinking about what I was going through was like enough processing, and like crying about it was enough processing, but it was still sitting in my body and figuring out that like, yeah, you need to sit and process it, and some silence is good. That's good. But you also have to get up after and fucking do something about it, because if not, it will just keep living in you and you're just going to keep crying and keep sitting with it, and it's never going to feel better if you don't release it in some way. If that's like physical exercise, or if it's music or any kind of art, really, you just have to figure out what your thing is to actually get it all out of you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm thankful that this is the way that we get it out. Because man, oh my gosh.
Yeah, we almost called the album. One of my ideas was Seven Stages of Grief.
Yeah, yeah.
Not that, but I mean, it seems like there are more than just 4 or 5 stages of grief. They're like because people process things differently.
So differently.
Yeah.
Yeah. It like that kind of art, like that kind of like gut wrenching, like went through some shit and telling people about it is like an exorcism, like exorcising demons out.
Yeah.
And like it's and like the way you do it too, it like it alchemizes into something positive. So you take something negative and do something with it that is productive and like not only helps you like get it out, but helps the world, like makes the world a better place when you do that.
Oh, that's
beautiful.
It's such a trip too, because sometimes I'll be on stage and I'll be like singing about the shit that I went through, and then I'll get off and be like, I'm not in that environment anymore. Like I'm not in that place anymore. It feels like a time warp. You know what I mean? Because we're visiting back on some of those experiences, but we're in a completely different place, completely different mindset, completely different feelings. It's really weird.
That's interesting. So it's like you wrote it in a bad place, but now that you're better, it's kind of like looking at it from a different point of view.
It's more so that it wasn't that I wrote it, like some of the songs I wrote in a bad place, but some of this, like most of the songs was just me processing like some things that I had already taken the time to process. I just hadn't like put it on paper or like gotten it fully out like we talked about. And I'd already moved on from a lot of these things, but just like revisiting every time we sing about it and thinking about the people that were in my life whenever I was feeling what I was feeling towards those events and everything. It's just different. It's just really different because a lot of those people that I write these songs about aren't in my life anymore. And not that that's a bad thing, but it's just so different. My life is so different. I was a drug addict, like homeless, and now I'm like making music and meeting people, and I'm happy to do that. You know, I would not have been happy to do that 7 years ago.
Yeah.
At all. So it's definitely weird. Like my two worlds are colliding kind of. But it makes it so much more beautiful. It makes me feel so much more emotional because you're right. Like I turned something negative into something positive. And I'm sure you could say the same thing, that you turned negative emotions into something really beautiful. And yeah.
Yeah, we were saying that we should write some songs that are like vibey and dancey. And so don't worry, it's not all gonna be sad. We're gonna switch it up, right?
Yeah. No, yeah, for sure. But even though it's not bad that we make music that is emotional. It's
I
not
love
bad.
it. I've always liked that about Spirit Ritual too. Is just like, it's like, damn it, Jeff, you're making me feel things. Like this is good.
Even
like
though
this,
I'm just saying like dumb wordplay.
Yeah.
And no one knows what I'm saying. Yeah, I like providing a musical, just in the instrumentation, like a feeling. I do like it.
Yeah, I mean, like dancey stuff's cool too, but it's cool to like be in an environment and like be having like strong emotions in a room full of people also experiencing that. That's like a really magical thing also.
Yes. I personally think that it's more magical, but I might be biased because we have so many people making like dance music right now and like EDM music, just like in general club type music. And that's great because you can just turn your brain off, fucking get moving. But what then? What when you're sad?
Yeah.
You gotta listen to Charlie XCX when you're sad.
Nah, our job's to crack them open.
Crack that bitch open.
So, I mean, I've heard a lot of these songs, y'all doing them live. I did not listen to the album. I'm sorry, I haven't heard it yet.
It's okay.
I'm curious how. I assume it's not just y'all on the album. There's other musicians on there as well.
Yeah, so like the album as a whole is pretty much fully collaborative between us.
Yeah.
Like, for me, instrumentation and engineering, and then lyrics, vocals,
and like vision.
Ukulele.
Yeah, ukulele.
And but our second song, Weather, has Spirit Ritual, Quarter Life, and Lead Trend. And that's like, this is the song that I've never had a song with so many people part of it, because we have like 15 people who have like been inside of and like editing this music video for Weather that we're hopefully dropping soon. I don't
Nice.
know exactly when, but
Yeah.
Stay tuned.
maybe
for-
July 5th, maybe not. I don't know. We'll
Okay.
see.
Yeah.
That video editing takes forever.
Yeah.
Shout out to that. Also, actually,
He's
With our
playing a show right
concept,
now,
too.
actually. Yeah.
Yeah.
he's having to do so much work on it because masking is crazy. But anyways, yeah, Weather is our like smooth jazz one that suddenly turns into rock at the end.
Yeah. Which is like a favorite so far. I've noticed that song, Weather and Baby Doll and All the Time have been a big favorite between people. At least when we do it live. Like Bacteria, we did Bacteria.
Because that was our first time playing it the other night.
Yeah, we played Bacteria, which is like I've never done a song like that before. It's kind of an angry song. Shoegazy. I tried to make it like I was like, Jeff, I want to make a song that I can scream to. And then we got down to it, and it was probably out of all of the songs on our album, every song was so fucking easy to write and to make. That song, me and him got into so many fights over that fucking song. It was so frustrating because I am just not used to expressing that emotion and it being okay. So there was a lot of blockages, and I think it was the same way for Jeff. And we got it. We figured it out because we had the idea. It was just executing it.
Yeah, shit. Yeah, I don't know why Bacteria was the hardest one to write.
So hard.
Also, like the fewest, like not very wordy.
No,
Like Weather is like
so wordy.
huge in the lyrics department.
Yes.
Bacteria, I was reading the lyrics the other day. I'm like, how was this so hard to write? But like, we did want it to be as good as it can. I didn't want it to be cheesy.
No, that was a big thing. No cheese. No cheese on that pizza. We did not want cheese on that pizza. No.
Yeah.
But
Cheeseless.
yeah, and we couldn't tell either because we're not used to making songs like that, you know? So we couldn't tell if it was cheesy or if it was good.
Yeah.
Just kept second guessing everything that we were doing.
For me to make sure it wasn't like for my verse,
Yeah.
I was like, I have to scream as hard as possible for it to not have any cheese.
No cheese.
No mozzarella, no cheddar, no. Cut through it all.
No, and he fucking eats. Like when Jeff, I was so surprised at his screaming.
Okay.
I'm new to screaming.
And it's good.
It's not even like the typical like, you know, where you kind of whispery screaming the way some people
No, it's just
do.
like grimy.
I'm like, whoa, like full force.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm excited to hear this. I haven't heard this yet.
You'll shit your pants.
Shit your pants guarantee.
Yeah. It's fun to do though. We had fun playing it. Everyone seemed to like it.
Yeah.
So I'm happy about that.
Do you have vocal training? Like formal training?
No, I mean I took choir in middle school.
Okay.
But that's like about it. And everyone on my dad's side of the family are musicians. So I grew up with my papa, my grandma, and my papa was he had written a song. I can't remember. It was before copyright laws were made for music. And he wrote this song for my grandma and it got stolen.
Wow.
And now it's like a famous wedding song.
Okay.
It's If by David Gates.
Maybe if I heard it.
Yeah. But
That sucks.
it does, but he was really, really hard on me about music. And I appreciate it now. Like my grandma was really soft and like, you did great, sweetie, because they'd always come to my talent shows and shit or choir concerts, whatever. But he would always like, as soon as I get in the car, he'd be like, okay, you did this wrong, you did this wrong, and you did this wrong. Do better next time. And then be like, love you. So that's about as much training as I got. And he taught me how to do guitar, like play guitar, and my grandma taught me how to play piano. But with vocal stuff, I've just kind of had to teach myself and like play around with my body, my stomach, and my throat, my chest, and how I breathe.
You just kind of figured that out.
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool. Did you well, you were in choir, I assume you grew up religiously?
Yeah, I did. Yeah. It was Baptist.
Okay, that was my
church.
next question.
Yeah. I mean, it was Baptist and then Catholic. My dad's side of the family were Native, we're Osage Native American, and my mom's side is Lakota, but they're a lot less Native. They're really Catholic.
Okay.
So you can imagine the type of stuff that I was around, like religiously. It was very confusing. I could not get a break with religious stuff.
Where'd you grow up?
Here, I grew up in Nashville, but I lived in Oklahoma for 2 years.
Gotcha. Yeah, Bible Belt, Christianity. I can relate to that. I know Jeff also grew up super religiously. We talked about that a lot last time.
Yeah, Mormon.
Yeah.
I commend you for growing up Mormon.
Yeah, good job.
Yeah, you smoke weed, you said.
I don't feel guilty.
Yeah. No more guilt.
There's no devil whispering in my ear.
Yeah.
Actually, a lot of my family's actually even they're all starting to loosen up more and like not go to church every Sunday. And I'm seeing this.
It's funny, like my mom called me the other day because we talked about it last time, but I was raised Jehovah's Witness, which is like adjacent to Mormon. It's like similar. My mom called me the other day and she was like, guess what? Women can wear pants now. And I'm like, that's amazing, Mom. Congratulations.
She said, I can wear slacks.
Yeah. Yeah. And she's like, and men can have beards. And I'm like, cool.
That's amazing.
Wow. Congratulations.
I'm happy for you, Mom.
Which on one hand is like, I'm glad that it is like becoming more progressive, but also it's like, well, what about like the 100 of years that like you said that was not okay? It was like, change your mind.
Yeah, that's kind of what they do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like they pride themselves on like we're willing to admit when we're wrong and like adapt to like new understanding. And it's like, okay, that's a good thing to do, but also it doesn't instill a lot of confidence when you say that like you know what's up, like you know the correct way to be, and then you like change your mind. It's like,
yeah,
it just doesn't instill a lot of confidence. I think all of these cults are kind of going away because of the internet. Oh yeah, it's a cult for sure.
Yes.
I mean, honestly, growing up in a cult has shown me that everything is a cult. Like everything. Like religion is like the obvious example, but politics is also a cult where it's like dichotomy, like binary yes, no, blue, red, like that kind of shit is very, very cult mentality. Everything, like so many things are like that. But yeah, it's all going away now because especially like the what do you call it? The mystery religions, like Freemasonry, where it's like stair stepped, where it's like there's levels to it, and then you have to like climb the ranks to get further information because there's the internet now. You can just look this stuff up. Same with Scientology, like
that one church that's here. I can't remember. Oh my God. I watched a documentary about it. It's this lady. It's in Brentwood.
Yeah. It's, you're talking about the Way Down Workshop.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my God. That shit freaks me out. And I had no idea it was here. And my mother-in-law knows who she is. And I was like, no fucking way.
I can't.
It's a cult. That's a cult all the way.
I don't want to talk about work too much on here, but one of my tenants has a son that's like married into it and is like very high up in that. So I've heard a lot like from her about it.
And I respect religion. Like I did grow up around religion. I'm not religious, but I respect the fuck out of it.
Yeah.
Because like my grandparents taught me what it means to be like for them a Christian and what that really looks like. And I literally sat down with my grandpa and I was like, I cannot believe in something that I have no actual context to. Like I logically cannot believe in this. And he was like, that's okay. I love you.
That's super cool and accepting. And I agree with you. I have a lot of respect for the people that like dedicate their lives to something they really like believe in.
Yeah. Know? And they're not assholes about it because it's like, I completely think it's fine. I think people need religion. Like some people need religion to be able to have a foundation of structure. because that's what also a lot of religion is structure. And people tend to draw to it because of the structure, especially if they don't have any in their life. So I think it can be really good. I think it can be really helpful for a lot of people, especially with the community too. Like some people just need that and they find it in different ways. I think it becomes an issue when it's hypocritical and when we are shoving ideas like down other people's throats and just there's a divide, you know. There doesn't need to be a divide. There just needs to be like, I'm standing here and you're standing there. We're standing next to each other. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Definitely, like the structure is important, and I'm glad you said community too, because that's a huge part of it. Is just having like a net, like humans are social creatures. They need community, and like I was like, after I left the cult I was in, like I was definitely just like so lost for a while until I found community with music. Like what you guys did with Twisted Tea Garden, like I'm sure I'm not the only person who's told you this, but that is like so crucial. Like
It is so crucial.
it's spiritual. It's like church. It's like
You gave people a safe place to go.
Yeah.
it brings people together. Especially the way y'all did it, like no judgment, like everyone's welcome here, and just like good vibes, and like that is so important.
And like holding events like Rent Party at Twisted Tea.
Yeah.
That was so amazing. Like Rent Party was so unbelievably helpful to me and like my time of need, and then facilitating that at Twisted Tea Garden and giving people like more just help. Like I feel like a lot of these venues, they just do shows and that's it, and that's fine. That's like that's what we're here to do. That's what we're meant to do. But I don't know, they just added so much thought and so much empathy for the community. I loved the Twisted Tea Garden. I loved it so much. Beautiful era.
R.I.P.
Yeah.
It'll be missed.
Yeah.
There was an era. It'll never be seen before or after. But we all got to experience it, which is awesome.
Yeah. And I think you were right. You had the same hair for the finale show, which was, were you at the finale show?
Yeah.
I was there the second day, I think.
It was such a blast.
Yeah.
I really thought you were going to do a backflip off the roof, and you scared the shit out of me. Oh my God, I hard disagree. I'm like, you scared the shit out of me.
No, Jeff could have done
I
it.
really thought about it. I got up to the edge. I'm like, yeah, I'm on drugs.
You did it. You did a backflip off of the pool table at Underdog on my birthday.
Oh,
you remember that?
Yeah.
He did a backflip at Possum Sock, bro.
Really?
Yes. Off of this, like you jumped from the stage to some other platform, and then and then you did a backflip off of that platform.
I did like
I remember that.
You did a handstand and then you flipped. That's what you did.
There were like these log platforms, like it was like different ones that he like left. I remember that now. Yeah,
that was fucking insane. I'd never seen you do that before in my life. I've known you for how long? 5 years. I've never fucking seen him do that ever.
And like I think the previous year it was either Possum Stock or it might have been Spoopy. I did a side flip off the stage into the rocks. No shoes on.
God.
And I just sit next to these people and they're just like, and I like somehow my feet were fine. Like every time I do that, I think I have enough adrenaline in my body just impervious.
You got flat feet. Flat feet. Put your foot down. You got like you got like a little curvature.
My feet can pick anything.
Well, I was asking because usually flat feet, like they're pretty great for stuff like that for some reason.
Really? Yeah. I feel like flat feet aren't.
No, they are great for that. Yeah, because it's.
I think the opposite.
Well, not in my experience, brother.
Maybe at least for soccer, it's not.
For soccer, no, it's not. I did play soccer and I sucked balls at soccer.
Yeah.
I got some flat feet. It helps me walk on rocks, though. I don't feel pain when I be walking on rocks at all.
Huh.
But I also grew up outside a lot in Oklahoma.
Yeah.
So it's like all they have out there is like rocks and dirt. So I don't know.
The flat foot thing is probably like, you know, like the bed of nails, like at like they'll have them at like Ripley's and things like that.
Yeah.
Where it's just like a bed of nails, and if you lay on like part of it, that's not good. But if like you distribute your weight equally across it,
it doesn't
yeah,
hurt.
that's probably the same thing with the flat foot, right? It's like if you got a curve in it, then it's like there's nails in half of your foot and half of your foot. But if it's like equally distributed, I don't know.
No, it has something to do with that for sure. Yeah. Yeah, I'm so thankful for my flat ass feet.
The Flat Feet podcast. Let's talk about this for like another hour.
Actually I might vomit. I have like a thing about feet actually, and I hate that I brought up the flat feet thing.
You did this.
I know. I fucking hate feet. I had an acid trip one time and I thought that my feet were extended hands. Like I saw my hand, like oh my God, and it's tripping me out right now. I saw my feet and I could not get it out of my head that they were just extended hands and shortened fingers.
Yeah, just like quick words.
Yes, and now it fucking disgusts me.
That is true. I never thought about that, but it is adjacent to hands.
Dude, it is. And now, like ever since then, it's buried in my psyche that I am absolutely fucking terrified of feet. My friend locked toes with her other friend, like right in front of me. And I'm not even kidding. I started crying. Like I was sitting there laughing, being like, guys, stop. And I was sobbing.
Is it that feet are just weird hands, or is it that hands are just weird feet?
Well, I didn't have an issue with my hands.
Okay.
I don't know why. I had an issue specifically with my feet. I don't know. But it's okay. It's over now. I'm getting better.
Yeah.
I'm getting exposure. I had my toes out last night. I had my dogs out last night. Never happens.
Who let the dogs out?
Me. I did. My dogs, they're barking.
You gotta let them dogs off the chain. Gotta let them roam.
Yeah, for real. Okay.
Well, and it made you less self-conscious by paying your rent.
Yeah, no, I told Jeff, because honestly, with the fit, it looked great. But I just could not. I was like, I cannot look at my bare feet. Like I have to accessorize this somehow. And I knew Jeff had nail polish. It was white nail polish, but I was like, fuck it. I'll just put it on. And it looked good. Yeah, it looked bad.
I've only had my dogs out on stage once, and it was last February on my solo tour.
Oh yeah.
In Gainesville. Well, like earlier that morning, I was smoking so much with my friend Gary and his daughter and just having a blast. And so I'm like blazed on the whole drive over to Gainesville. And so like, I'm just like vibing out. It was like my turn to do my set. I set up my stuff. Sound guy disappears for like 30 minutes.
Taking a poop.
Probably. Taking 8 poops. And I'm just talking to the few people who were in the crowd. And we were just like, everything we were saying would have been like a perfect podcast. Like, it was just like everything we were saying was hilarious. And because I was in like a weird, goofy mood. And I think these 2 girls' names were Gigi and Mouse, shout out. And whatever, the conversation somehow led up to, I was like, do you guys want to just paint my toenails during my set? And they were like, yeah. Like, I don't know how the conversation led up to that. But it was more like a, what if? So I have 2 different kinds of nail polish.
Yeah.
What if? And yeah. And then, yeah, it was just weird, like, playing and then just painting
your toenails.
We, like, took turns on toes or something.
How did you do that with your pedal board?
Yeah, once in a while I had yeah, I don't know.
How did that come on?
They actually were way quicker at it than I thought.
Yeah, you're a master at like touching your toes on that goddamn board, so I don't understand.
Yeah, I was doing a very strict set though.
Okay.
Very different songs, so I wasn't actually able to just stand in one spot.
Okay.
Yeah. And then this was another thing that happened that I just realized.
Nice.
Tatted during a set.
Hell yeah. Did that hurt?
Yeah.
Directly on your fucking knee?
I was focusing so hard on like my solo that I was like, I'm not gonna feel anything because I got focused.
Fair.
But we should do fun shit like that.
Well, we are. But you just made me think of, oh my God. You just made me.
We get tats.
Oh, we're getting tattoos.
Yeah.
That's like not a question.
Yeah.
My tattoo artist actually was at the show last night. Shout out to Tasha. Love Tasha and Sab. They're amazing. We should go to them.
Yeah.
They're great. She did this big ass thing on my arm.
Ooh, nice. That's awesome.
I was gonna say that when you asked me if I had like done any vocal training or anything like that, again, still haven't. But when I was younger, I did go on tour once.
Oh.
I did go on tour for this little children's band called the Veggie Girls, the Gary
hell yeah.
Girls.
Oh.
And it was my friend's dad who was like running everything. He was like a big musician and he didn't do what he wanted to do with his life. So he made his daughters like sing children's songs. And I was her best friend, this girl, Lily. I was her best friend. It was Lily, Lila, and then I'm not saying my dead name, but it starts with an L. So it was all three L's, all three girls, L's, singing about like water and like veggies all across the South. And it's online. And if anyone can find that, shout out to you. But that was the only experience I ever had with it. And they're vegan on top of that. And I am not vegan. Respect to the vegans.
Oh.
I'm not vegan.
Oh.
It was quite difficult.
Can we go to McDonald's on the way?
I didn't understand either. I was like maybe 9 or 10 and just did not understand what veganism was.
Accidentally became vegan for the tour.
No, I did because they wouldn't let me.
Damn. They're like enforcing it on you too.
Yeah.
It's like, no, you're not eating meat either.
Yeah, basically.
Damn.
Yeah.
But the one time, sorry, Lillian, the one time that Lily came over to my house, we had ordered pizza and I had pepperoni on it. And she was like, please don't tell my dad. Can I have some pepperoni pizza?
Aww.
And I was like, is he making you vegan? And she's like,
damn.
yeah, girl. And I let her have some pepperoni pizza. My mom did. My mom was like, yeah, girl, we won't tell nobody. And they didn't. Like, you want pepperoni pizza, girl? Get your pepperoni pizza.
All of a sudden, she's at your house all the time.
Yeah, no, she was actually
Feed
after
me.
that. Yeah. Shout out to Doug, though. Doug really, that whole, like, me being extra, read all about it. Like, he really fed into that when I was a kid and, like, gave me so much to do at, like, 9 years old, like, singing wise. No, I was singing with them.
Singing with them.
Yes.
Yeah. Whoa.
They had a song about green beans. I haven't shown you this.
I don't think so.
They have a song about green beans, the Gary Girls. They have a little song about green beans, and I got to pour green beans on Abraham Lincoln's head.
Nice.
Because it was during the time where the Ice Bucket Challenge was a thing.
Oh.
So they changed the ice for, like, green beans. And Abraham Lincoln was, like, at one of our sets, like, in Indiana for some corn festival. We were at a corn festival singing for kids. And then Abraham Lincoln's tall ass comes walking up, and we're like, let's pour some green beans. Yeah.
There's like necromancy going on.
Yeah. But that's
Resurrected
online.
Abraham Lincoln. Hell yeah.
It's all online forever.
Yeah.
And I'm wearing a dress with jeans, like, in most of that video. And flats.
You don't know where it is?
No, I know where it is.
Okay.
Oh, I do. And I thought I showed it to you.
So y'all like went around the country, like did
We
some
went
spots?
around the South, basically.
Okay.
Yeah. Like different, like, we went to a pumpkin festival. We went to a corn festival.
Nice.
Yeah.
We went to, like, a bunch of veggie.
That's what we're doing this summer.
It's basically
We're
the same
hitting all
thing.
The corn seeds.
Yeah, right. Oh my gosh, yeah. It was fun, though. The girls were miserable, but I was having the time of my life. So much fun. I can't wait for our tour.
Yeah.
What spots are you doing? Where y'all going?
So late July, we're doing Memphis, and then trying to do either Conway or Hot Springs, Arkansas, and then
Conway is so
I
special.
locked in Tulsa for Thursday, July something.
Tulsa?
July, the last
Oh my god,
Thursday.
yay. Did we
It's
get
a
people
cool
for
lineup.
Tulsa?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Cool line at Whittier Bar.
Okay.
I don't know if that's how you say it.
What did you say, Whittier?
Whittier?
Yeah, Whittier?
Yeah. And I think I'm about to lock in which
Go to Kansas. I ain't never been to
Friday.
Kansas.
Yeah.
Okay, let me rephrase that. I have never been to Kansas.
Say it again.
I have never been to Kansas. I said I ain't never been to Kansas.
I ain't never been to Kansas.
been to no darn Kansas.
I've only passed through it.
In Kansas no more.
Thankful. But Fayetteville, August 1st, that's a Saturday. And Little Rock, August 2nd.
Nice.
Yeah.
Little Rock has a cool scene out there.
They do.
There's like this really cool mathcore band out there that is escaping. Gouge.
I know Gouge.
They're awesome.
I have a lot of friends out in Arkansas. I was homeless out there for a while, and the music scene out there is like really underestimated in terms of like lyrical stuff and emotion. They got some serious emotion out in Arkansas.
There's like, yeah, there's some really great artists that I haven't been there, but I've met like multiple touring artists that came here, and I'm like, damn, I guess Little Rock's got it going on.
Yeah, and Chloe.
There you go.
Living in Jonesboro, Arkansas. What's up, Chloe?
Hey, Chloe.
She's joining for 3 or 4 shows.
Yeah.
And she's killer. Amazing voice.
And so sweet.
Yeah.
She's so encouraging and just like cleans a stressed mind like really easily. She'll just go up to you and be like, "You're beautiful," and everything you've been stressed about away.
And also, couldn't get them on it, but a really cool band. I think they're in Fayetteville, Arkansas, called Modeling. I just had to shout them out. They're not joining for our show, but
they're so
they're so cool. Modeling, if you're hearing this, come to the show.
That would be great. Where was that one guy that like blew up in Arkansas? And he has a really deep voice. He has long hair. Oh my God, I cannot remember him for the life of me. His name. I can't remember. I'll have to show you him because he's great. He's like got a really soulful voice. He does like more like dad rocky type of music. I think that's like his shtick, but it's so good. Yeah. Can I look it up? Can I look up while y'all talk? Here, I'm gonna find this dude.
So y'all are starting tour like end of July and coming back towards the end of August, basically.
End of July and then early August. So just like a week. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Something on our way back.
Nice.
Good. I'm so stoked to meet Shelby.
Yes, I'm so stoked to meet Shelby.
Yeah. I always tell people Shelby's vibe is a mixture of Tony Hawk and Mac DeMarco. And like whenever we like Spiritual has recorded with them a lot. And whenever we go over there, we're just like smoking the whole time. And it's so nice having an engineer who like everyone can get along with. Because the vibe is crucial in an artistic environment, you know?
Yeah.
Like we tracked one song where like the vibe wasn't quite right, and so we ended up having to like do a lot of stuff, which ended up being nicer because we recorded a lot of like drums and bass and vocals and some guitar at John Pinero's place, Perfect Image Recording, and he just had really nice equipment.
Yeah.
So it was nice tracking there.
Yeah.
Mixing from there.
Yeah, I love John. John makes me laugh. Every time I see him, he's fucking with me. I love him. I figured out that dude's name. It's Sawyer Hill. He's really good. He is so good. Shout out Sawyer Hill. He's amazing. And he's from Arkansas. Got a deep ass voice.
Seems like there's a lot of cool music comes out of Arkansas.
Yes. Yes, because there's really nothing else to do in Arkansas. It's beautiful out there, though.
So something I ask everyone that comes on the show is if they have any ghost stories. What I really mean when I say that is like paranormal, supernatural, weird things you can't explain. Do you have any stories you want to share?
Do you want to go first, or you want me to? Because I do.
Yeah, go for it.
You want me to?
I don't really have much.
Okay, I have two things. One is a little bit longer, so I'll do the shorter one first. When my grandma died when I was 7, I was still living with my mom and my dad. And I was standing in the middle of the hallway. My mom had just gotten my grandmother's cuckoo clock, and it was broken. Did not work ever. Started randomly going off for like 3-4 weeks. Started randomly going off, even though it did not work at all. We had tried to fix it for like months. Did not work. And then it was going off one day, and I was walking in the hallway of my house. We were going to church, and all of the doors in the hallway were open. Literally every single one. My brother's room, my room, the bathroom, the laundry room, my parents' room. All the doors were open. And I'm just standing in the middle of the hallway, and I couldn't move. I couldn't like explain to you why I couldn't move. I was just standing there. And my mom comes to find me, and all of the doors in her house, as soon as she like lays eyes on me, close at once. All of them close at once.
Whoa.
And she fucking scooped my ass up. And like I said, we're Osage native. So when shit like that starts to happen, we call my godfather because he's got to come clean the house. Like he's got to sage the fucking house and like make sure that it's okay. And so we did that and everything started to calm down. But before that had happened, I was having reoccurring dreams a lot too, like nightmarish, realistic dreams. And every time that I'd wake up from these dreams, there'd be a man in my closet every single time. The first one, there's only 4 of these dreams. The first one was me. I woke up in my bed, like in this dream. I woke up in my bed, couldn't walk, so I had to crawl anywhere that I wanted to go. I crawled to my parents' room, and they were like arguing with each other. And then I realized I was in a dream, and I'd start screaming to like try to wake myself up. And then their little fucking heads would look at me, and their jaws would drop to the floor. And then I'd wake up, and a man would be in my closet. Second time, my grandparents, we were on the highway in a van. They pulled over on the side of the road. I couldn't walk, couldn't use my legs, had to crawl out of the car. My grandparents are arguing outside the van. I realize I'm in a dream. I scream, same thing happens. Jaw drops to the floor. They look at me. I wake up. Man in my closet. The last one though, I will never, and this was like, I was 6 when I was having these dreams, and I still remember them detailed perfectly, which freaks me the fuck out. But I woke up and I was not in a familiar environment. There was a window in this room to the outside, and it was completely pitch black outside of this room that I was in. And anytime that I would scream, it would take me to a different room. It felt like I was in a 4th dimension, and like every time I would scream, it would take me to a different room, but on the same like platform, if that makes any sense. Like I was in a cube, and it would just take me to different sections of this cube. Every time I would scream, it wouldn't let me wake up. And when I finally was able to wake up, and different shit would happen when I get to these different rooms. Like there would be a girl in one room, or like destruction in another. It was just very eerie, very weird. And I woke up from that dream after screaming my ass off in that dream. And I was facing the wall this time, because usually I'm facing my closet and I see the man. But I was facing the wall, very close to the wall, in a full detailed face. As soon as I opened my eyes, had his mouth wide open and jumped out at me. And that was the last time I ever had that dream, or dreams in general, for like 10 years after that.
Whoa.
Fucking weird as hell.
Whoa. What did, can you describe the man you saw?
Yeah, I mean, he didn't have any detail in his eyes. He had like kind of a receding hairline, definitely had like some wrinkles, and his jaw was dislocated. He had no tongue, no body. It was just a head, and it fully jumped out at me like he was trying to eat me.
Well, would this be like, so, okay, like you wake up, you see this, is it like a paralyzed kind of thing? Like you can't move when you wake up?
No, it wasn't even that. I literally like, okay. So I'm sleeping. I'm sleeping. My hand is the man. I open my eyes, man. And I'm able to move after that. I scream, and I go under the blanket, and I sit under the blanket for like an hour and a half. And then I got up and went and got my parents and was like, I just had a terrible dream. Please help me.
And there was a series of these leading up to the thing where you and your mom experienced all the doors being open and slamming.
Yeah.
And then your grandpa came over.
My godfather.
Your godfather came over, cleansed the house, and then that didn't happen after that.
Yeah.
Okay.
And after I had that dream with the face, because like I said before, it was like anytime I'd wake up from the dream, it'd be a full man like in my closet, and I couldn't see any detail of this man. He was just like, I could tell it was a man. Yeah, in my closet, just staring at me. And I did not want to get out of bed. I would just go under the covers and just like try to fall back asleep.
Yeah. We've done like, this will be episode 257 when it goes up.
Wow.
I ask everyone this, and it's crazy to me how many of these are like young kids. Like there's something about kids having experiences like this.
It's vulnerability.
Yeah, I think so.
It's energetic, like vulnerability.
Yeah.
Because like I'm a strong believer that energy, it can't really go anywhere and neither can matter. So when we die, like something has to happen with our matter and our souls carry weight. So like something has to happen to that. We're not fully gone, even if we are gone. You can't physically see us here. And I feel like a lot of people have lived bitter lives, and when they live bitter, they'll die bitter. That energy is going to be bitter. It's going to be dark. It's going to be scary. And I feel like it's the most easy to attach to a young child.
Yeah, they're like defenseless. And so it's like easy to prey on kids, like these malevolent energies.
Yeah.
Damn. That's a lot.
It is. And I really don't talk about it a lot. I mostly talk about it when like someone's like, did you have any dreams last night? I'm like, I haven't dreamt like in years. Like I don't.
It's the weed for you.
Yeah. Yeah. I've had more dreams since then, but they're like for the first 10 years after I had those consecutive dreams, I did not have any. Not that I could remember, at least.
Yeah. Did you want to tell your other story?
No, those two were the two combined.
Yeah,
it was the doors and.
Oh, I see. I got you.
Yeah.
So you were talking about energy cannot be destroyed; it just like moves.
Yeah.
So you kind of answered the question already, but what do you think happens to us after we die?
When I was younger, I like not even like kid younger, like maybe like 18, 19. I came to the conclusion, because I try to look at things like with a more scientific aspect of it, but I added in a little bit of my shit, because stars are made out of gas, right? Like balls of gas, correct?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, balls of gas up in the sky. And that has matter and it has energy. And I feel like because matter and energy can go anywhere, it can be real low or it can go up high or it can go up into space, it can go anywhere. I feel like I used to feel like stars were pieces of people.
Oh, interesting.
Because of that, but not all people, obviously, just pieces of people. Now I just more so believe that like we just really truly can't go anywhere even after we die. And I think reincarnation is like a big thing in that.
Oh, like a samsara, like repeating, like coming back here, reincarnation.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's definitely a thing. I wonder if there aren't other options. But I think that for sure is one of them, if not the only thing.
It's just the easiest way to describe it to me. Even if that like reincarnating is like you turn into like your energy or your matter like goes into like a piece of fabric, or like it goes into a tree, or like because it can't really go anywhere. It really can't. Where else is like it can go into anything. Matter and energy can go into anything at any point in time.
Just become a piece of fabric for the next like 100 years.
Yeah. I'd be so down with that.
What kind of fabric would you be if you were reincarnated? Silk?
I would
Hell
be
yeah.
silk for sure. And I know that whole thing is like a big old stretch. I get that, but like everything about life is weird and a stretch anyway. So like whatever.
There's a name for this where everything has consciousness. I can't remember.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, no, I know what you're saying.
Technically has consciousness
For sure. There's a word for that. I can't remember. But yeah, that's I've heard this before. It's actually like similar thing on salvia. Like you'll just like become something, like become an inanimate object.
Honestly, that's
and it's
probably
not good.
Where I got it from, like deeply. I don't do psychedelics anymore, but yeah.
Have you ever done salvia?
Yeah. I've done peyote as well as an accident. That was
you did peyote on accident.
Yeah.
Nice. I say sarcastically.
Yeah, I was really young too.
Oof.
When it happened, and it was a complete accident.
This is when you were in Veggie Girls.
You know, it was when I was on the reservation. Yeah, that was fun. I'm not even gonna get into it.
No, that's okay.
Embarrassed the shit out of my mom.
The Veggie Girls tour or after?
No, before. It was before.
Oh, you were really young.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Whoa.
But it wasn't like an amount that could like kill me, but I was like a small child, so like it definitely started
Tripping
something.
fucking balls on peyote.
Yeah, and the imagination that you have as a child,
Oh my God.
imagine that mixed with psychedelics. I was completely safe. It didn't last long, but it was definitely like
Condoning it. Huh?
no, definitely not. I definitely anytime anyone's like talking about doing psychedelics and they're like, you should come, like you've done it, like no. And my family out in Oklahoma really want me to do ayahuasca, and I have seen some shit with people doing ayahuasca. I am not doing that shit. Like maybe when I'm in my 40s or my 50s, but I see 40 and 50-year-olds like doing ayahuasca and they're literally like vomiting black shit, or like black shit is coming out of their fucking nose. Like it is freaky as fuck. Freaky as hell. No interest in that. I don't know what appeals people when they see people vomiting black goo. They're like, yeah, this is what I need in my life. I need that in a granola.
The sacrifice you have to take to get to that. It's like the relief kind of part of it.
Yeah.
You're like empty, and I've never done it, but that's what I heard.
But that is the concept.
Get to where you trying to go or whatever.
Yeah, that is absolutely the concept. I'm gonna move this mic. Sorry. That's absolutely the concept of it. Is just to like it's supposed to release. You're supposed to release. It's the whole point.
Like a purge.
Yeah, but people don't use it properly, and I'm very big on that. Psychedelics are medicine.
Yeah, it's not like recreational.
No, and it's not something that like your boyfriend broke up with you, your boyfriend of like 6 years broke up with you, and you like need to go do ayahuasca right now. Like you do ayahuasca when your whole life has completely changed. You have absolutely no direction, or you're in need of just like support from your higher power, like deep support from your higher power. I've seen too many people use it as a way to heal themselves completely, and it's not going to do that. It's not even going to heal you when you do it correctly. Like it's just a tool to guide you in the right direction. And most of the time after you do psychedelics, your life is going to get kind of shittier. It's because you're realizing different things and you're seeing things from a different perspective, and you feel a little stuck. But that was the whole point of the trip.
Yeah.
To push you.
It's kind of shake things up.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. I could talk about that forever.
I want to know what kind of fabric Jeff would be.
Bamboo silk.
Okay.
Yeah, right.
Is that what it's called?
I think so. Bamboo silk?
No, that's just the sheets I got recently. So that's all I can do right now.
Oh, a velvet. Oh,
Yeah, velvet.
velvet. Yeah.
I thought you were just going to say bamboo. Like, what kind of fabric did bamboo?
Bamboo. Chicken fingers.
Bamboo,
Chicky
you know
tendies.
what I'm talking about?
What?
Something. Is it a type of silk?
Yeah,
Like,
you're
it's
saying it right.
from silk or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't do like
Silk
full blown
sheets
silk.
are
It makes me
expensive.
hot.
Oh yeah.
They're expensive. They are expensive as fuck.
I went with the step down.
What's the one that's like the fabric is like mostly plastic? Is that polyester?
Yeah, it is polyester.
That would be polyester. It's like
You'd be
terrible for the
plastic.
environment.
Yeah, fuck you bitches. I'm gonna make the world burn. Light it on fire one polyester strip at a time. Let's go.
Something else to ask people is, when was the last time you cried? You said yesterday, I think, last night.
Yeah. Actually, earlier today.
Yeah.
Yeah, on my way here.
Hell yeah, crying's healthy. It's good. We were talking
Absolutely.
about the
I'm a real
exorcism.
man.
Yeah.
Real men cry.
Yeah. Sorry.
We were talking about like the exorcism that art is, like getting it out, and like crying can be like a way of doing that too.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Do you remember when the last time you cried was?
I cry every day.
Hell yeah.
Like literally every day. And I'm fine with that. I used to be really embarrassed about it. I used to be super embarrassed.
Part of the human experience, totally natural.
Exactly. And when I figured that shit out, even though I grew up with that, like being around Native people, they do not stop telling you the meaning of fucking life. I'm sorry, but they don't. They're like, girl, get it together. We're here for one reason and one reason only. All this money does not matter. Your parents do not matter. It's you. It's you right now. What you're feeling, what you need to do. And I'm like, oh, okay, cool. But it took me a while to get that.
That ties back to what we were talking about at the beginning is you were saying like we're here to feel things. Like that's, I mean,
an experience.
Yeah. And, you know, some of that is not pleasant. But I mean, that's part of
push and pull, baby.
Yeah, that's part of it.
Mm-hmm.
That's
if you
unavoidable.
Well, yeah. And it's like, have you seen The Good Place?
A little bit. I'm familiar.
That concept basically for that whole series is, I don't know if this is a spoiler, so spoiler.
It's okay.
But the concept for that whole series is basically like if we had happiness 24/7 and good 24/7, we would never actually be happy or feel good because there's nothing to compete with that. That's just the baseline. We have to have bad things happen in order to value and appreciate the good things. And yeah, everything around us has a push and pull. Everything around us has an opposite. So, and that's also a part of life. It's hard to accept. But yeah, I cry every fucking day, healthily. And then I go either call Jeff and I'm like, I have a song. Or I go run. That's it.
I used to ask people if they believe in aliens, and it seems unanimously everyone agrees that there must be life out there somewhere. So I've changed the question. Do you think aliens have extraterrestrials have been here and or are currently here?
Do you want to go first?
Yeah.
Go crazy.
Very, very possible. Yeah, we could. And they could still be here. So, who knows? I don't know.
I mean,
I try not to believe one certain thing, but I'm always open.
And he's
to
biased.
And like, if there's life out here, there could be life out anywhere if it's infinite. So
yeah.
Well, yeah, for sure. I guess I did a poor job asking. I guess it's really two questions. Do you think aliens have been here? And if so, are they still here? And I think I don't know is a perfectly acceptable answer because nobody does. Nobody has any fucking idea.
I have confidence in this answer.
Okay.
It's crazy. So that makes me be like, yeah, there's probably like
something.
There's some people who really knew how to mess with energy in ways that we don't. And if they're still here, we have sightings here and there ever since phones and cameras were invented. People are documenting it, and the government will hide it.
Even before then, people were writing about extraterrestrials. Yeah. And I don't know. Have you seen that new movie that came out? I can't remember it. It's
the Bob Lazar one?
No, it's about aliens. It's like
Disclosure Day.
Disclosure Day. I did see that recently, and man, the government literally let us know that is like actively, like there are actively aliens in the United States.
Yeah, I don't fucking trust Spielberg.
I don't
Fuck
either.
that motherfucker.
But also that probably was a distraction. But you got to think of it. You got to think of it like this. They probably have 1 billion things that they have not told us. 1 billion things. And when they're trying to distract us from a bigger thing, they're going to throw little breadcrumbs. It's like a toxic relationship. Like like a little breadcrumb trail. You know what I mean? Like, don't worry about this, baby. I got you a purse. You know what I mean? Like, it's kind of, that's how I felt about it is, I don't trust any of those fucking people, but I do believe that there is truth in that. We live in such a big galaxy, Milky Way. There's much more past this whole galaxy that we're in right now. What the fuck do you mean that there's just us out of this whole galaxy and this whole Milky Way? It's just us? Nah.
Yeah. I agree with you. Even when it's propaganda, there's truth in it.
Yes.
That's what makes a lie convincing is when there's enough credibility to it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think there's also value in the possibility that, like, sure, what if we are the only ones on this planet having very unique circumstances? Like, just as a thought experiment, if we are the only ones, let's stop blowing each other up, motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Come on.
Let's stop kidnapping people, please.
Yeah.
Taking them away from their families. I would really like that.
That'd
and if the aliens do come, you know what? God damn it. I hope they take those motherfuckers and they keep everyone else here. They talk about the rapture. I think that the rapture is just going to be aliens taking all the bad people away. And that's what I pray for every day.
Yeah.
Yes.
Amen.
And if
Amen.
Not, if not, then our little rapture here is hopefully changing people through music.
Yes. Oh my God. Yeah. I just want to literally, all I want to do is soften people up enough to listen to one another. Because I feel like at a certain point when I was in high school, I could sit down with someone who like believed in something I didn't believe in, and I could listen to their point of view and, you know, validate some of the things that they said, and then be like, okay, like I've sat and I've listened to you. Can you now can you sit and listen to me now? And they would. But if I did that now, like with anyone that believes in something, it's so intense, so quickly. You just need like a little bit of more softness. There's so much aggression right now. Don't understand that other than phones and like you were talking about cults that are actively forming more like in today's society, like with Trump and with all of that shit. Like there are many little cults in the United States that are just really on some hateful shit right now. It's crazy. You need to soften the blow. And it's not that I even want to be affiliated with those people, but to be able to have a conversation and like change even a 2% of their mind on something would make me feel better. And that's what I would do in high school all the time. I had like gender issues in high school, and I was like the only male, like trans representing person in my high school at the time. It was just a phase in my life. I was going through a lot, but still I like really rode, and I still really ride for like the trans community, and people would be really rude and disgusting to me. And I would listen to it and be like, I understand this, blah, 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 and do what I just told you I would do and be like, okay, now listen to me. And I would have people come up to me and be like, thank you for like changing my mind on this. Yeah. And that can't happen anymore. I don't get why.
I think it's really important, even though like some people would see that as like controversial. It's like, no, you shouldn't even engage with like bigots, right? It's well, do you want to fix things? Do you want to give them an opportunity to grow? Because maybe no one else has done that for them. Yeah. Maybe you're the first person that's ever actually tried to like listen and like communicate with them, and you never know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the best way, like, to eliminate the us versus them, me versus you thing when there's a clear difference in beliefs, or whether someone's upset with the other person or whatever. Yeah, the best thing you can do is just listen to them and hear them out, and then they'll listen to you, and that's all it takes for any two separate entities to like remember that we are all one. We're all the same, and we wouldn't be here without each other.
Yeah. But I also, at the same time, in that same breath, I do understand like a lot of the anger that is happening right now. People are getting separated from their families. People are getting murdered for no fucking reason. Like, I understand why people are so angry and want to physically do something about it. Mm-hmm. But there's just a way to go about this very safely, because you want to make an impact. You want to make a point, but you don't want to make it worse. You know what I mean? And there is a fine line, because with that anger, you are inevitably proving a point on either side. You know what I mean? Like either way, if you're angry and you're using aggression, you are just proving a point, even if it's valid in that. And I honestly sometimes think that like, it's a great thing to be angry. It's a wonderful emotion. People deserve to be angry.
Yeah.
I just don't know what it would do for our society.
I think kind of like you're saying, there's a time and a place for everything, right?
Yeah.
Like there's plenty to be upset about and valid, just like so valid for that. But like, there's also a time to, I don't know,
be more gentle.
Yeah.
Be more cautious in how we're using that anger. Because I will never tell anyone not to be angry about like what's going on in the world. If anything, like I encourage it. I encourage that to feel that. But yeah, time and place for sure. Stick it to the man if the man is sticking it to you. But if you're at home and you're around like your family and stuff, maybe don't scream at your dad because he has a different view than you do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That comes back to like the processing your emotions correctly. Is there's a lot that in the world that deserves your anger.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things that you can correctly direct your anger towards, and you should do that instead of directing it towards your loved ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, even if their opinions suck, like go take their sucky opinion and go to the person that made them think that and fuck them up. Like I don't know, anything but that. I don't know. I don't know.
Well, Penta, Jeff, thank y'all for being here.
Yes.
This was an enlightening conversation. I greatly enjoyed it. Go stream Afterdeath out now, and y'all are catch their tour dates in August.
Yeah.
Yes.
Follow us on Instagram.
Follow us on YouTube too, and keep out for the weather music video and all of our other music videos because we have music videos for all of our songs on the album.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah. I'm looking forward to it. Keep an eye out for that. Big Fangs coming soon. Follow them on Instagram. You said YouTube?
Yeah, YouTube.
Hell yeah.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely. It was a pleasure. Let's do this again soon.
Yeah. This is our first podcast
as a duo. Yeah.
I am honored to have the great interview and the great Penta for their first collab podcast.
Well, it's an honor having the great rabbit hole providing this.
Yeah.
Alex, thank you. You best.
Oh.
And thank you, Alice.
Yeah. And we'll see you next week.